It's been a long, full week. We celebrated International Day of Sign Language, then we zoomed in on seniors, seafarers and tourists, and today it's all about information. Today ends Right to Know Week, and your timing couldn't be better. Stay tuned to Jamaica Magazine as we share with you all you need to know about people, places, and policies. I'm your guide, Theodore Henry.
The Disabilities Act will protect the rights of all persons with disabilities. And here's a great teaching moment. Every person with a disability, like a deaf or hard of hearing child, for example, has the right to an education with accessible facilities and the support they need. In this case, it would be a teacher who can use the language of the deaf, which is sign language. Visit jcpdja.com. A message from the JCPD, an agency of the Ministry of Labour and Social Security.
Technology has transformed how we do what we do. It influences how we think, how we communicate, how and what we eat, our travel choices, and also how businesses train and recruit staff.
Since 2001, the Ministry of Labour and Social Security's Labour Market Information System, LMIS, has provided a cost-effective way for employers to source and find suitable employees, as well as for job seekers to find employment. The LMIS has three components: the Labour Market Intelligence, LMI, the Skills Bank, and the Electronic Labour Exchange, ELE. These three components are interwoven to equip job seekers and employers to meet the demand of the labour market. The Labour Market Intelligence Department, LMI, collects labour market information and uses this information to determine trends and factors which influence the market. The department spearheaded the National Labour Market Survey 2017, which was tabled in Parliament by Honourable Minister Shahini Robinson. The survey identified 6 key findings.
1. Less than 1% of the workers in the participating firms were foreigners. 2. 80% of firms found it difficult to fill vacancies in their organizations. 3. Most firms were optimistic about their business prospects. 4. The hotel and restaurant services had the greatest opportunity for growth in the labor market. 5. Demand will be greatest for skills workers in production and services with 72%. And 6. 10% of the firms employed persons with disabilities.
The survey is beneficial to policymakers, curriculum developers, students, job seekers, and employers who can use the information to assess imbalances in the labour market. Labour market intelligence is also utilised to better position the LMIS to meet the needs of clients. The Electronic Labour Exchange, ELE, is the core component of the LMIS. It's a critical tool for linking job seekers with employers where the in-office services are enhanced by an online portal.
Persons can go and register on or offline. They can create their resume and post their qualifications. And we match those skill sets with jobs that are already posted by employers.
What we do is to do preparatory work in terms of getting individuals ready for the world of work. And these are done through our employability skills sessions. And these are done effectively to allow for the individual person to be ready to go into an organization and display the relevant soft skills that we want in order to have productivity.
It showed me that it doesn't matter what happened in the office or what is going to happen where you go. There's always help and strength there. You should just take the good from it and leave the bad where it is. Without the program, I would not never gotten that training.
Since its launch, the LMIS website has attracted more than 14,000 job seekers and over 1,000 employers, earning their trust and becoming a national employment portal.
We have been partnering with the Ministry of Labour to have interns coming in and joining our team for 3-month periods. What they have been able to do is to come in and to create a steady pipeline for us of talent that we have been able to infuse into the workspace and to be able to fill our entry-level roles. The experience has been a good one for us. We've been able to find talent that we can transition into the organization, and most of them are still with us and doing very well.
I am very grateful for the program. When I left high school, I was in and out of jobs, and thanks to the ELE program, I'm here at the COK Sodality. I've been to 3 departments thus far, and I must say it has been a very good experience.
The LMIS is committed to serving Jamaica's labor force and has been building sustainable partnerships to enrich and increase access to the service.
The latest of which has been through the New Employment Opportunities Project, which the executing body is youth. And what that does is to allow for our individuals who are conducting our employability skill sessions to be trained in global standards as to how to do it. It also facilitates a development of a mobile app that would allow for individuals to be able to access our web portal.
In seeking to cement the public-private partnership, we have signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Jamaica Library Service, with the Manchester Chamber of Commerce, and we intend to do that island-wide.
Through this MOU, job seekers are able to use both facilities to access the services of the ELE portal, effectively allowing the LMIS increased penetration across the island. To improve human capital and labor market outcomes for the poor, the ministry has partnered with the Inter-American Development Bank, IDB, to develop and implement an on-the-job pilot for 1,500 PATH program beneficiaries.
Through the electronic labor exchange, we are targeting persons from these households between the ages of 17 to 25 for job placement. Now, before we place them in jobs, we want them to be able to function effectively in the labor market. We want them to be able to retain those jobs. And it is through retaining those jobs that we will truly break the intergenerational cycle of poverty.
The LMIS is grooming and empowering Jamaicans to achieve their fullest potential by utilizing labor market information, promoting the services of the ELE, and strengthening labor market opportunities through partnerships. The Labor Market Information System, providing easier access to employment opportunities.
Let's get a little breeze on this land. All right. Now let's get some bounce in the rhythm. All right. Let's get some fire on our hearts. Now that is what we call all right. Run, come, get some Jamaica.
Served as the appetizer, main course, and even dessert, tourism has been a major staple in our economic diet. This we all know, and the tastier, the better. Here are some of the spices that are being added to build an even more resilient tourism industry.
It is the fastest growing industry, yet it is also the most vulnerable sector. One scare and people will stop traveling, an immediate standstill on planes taking off, and cruise ships remaining at port. To prevent a fallout in destination Jamaica, work is being embarked on to build a resilient tourism industry.
How do we build resilience, and how do we ensure that our destinations can respond to these global shocks and respond well to mitigate its impact, one, and two, to recover and recover fast from it, but to recover and build better. And I think therein lies the whole notion of resilience.
The ministry cannot prevent shocks from occurring, but systems and measures can be implemented to recover quickly from these difficulties. The stakeholders involved in building a resilient destination are working to do just that.
The resilience that we talk about has to begin with our human factor.
Human resource is Destination Jamaica's biggest asset. The workers of the industry represent the most iconic of all the attractions. Infusing those workers with the know-how to cater to the needs of their clientele is at the heart of initiatives such as the Jamaica Center of Tourism Innovation. The center has already graduated 150 first-world talents to fill top positions in the industry. The internationally certified Hospitality and Tourism Management program is priming 650 students of 32 high schools to join those ranks in the future. Current tourism workers are also undergoing foreign language training to broaden the communication proficiency of sector employees.
The second, of course, is how to build. Whole business of building better and using better technology to build more climate resistant structures, and also to look at the issues of seismic involvement and how do we build against the seismic challenges that the Caribbean has.
The Port Royal earthquake experience, or even more recent, Hurricane Sandy of 2012 and others, have destroyed tourism havens and hideaways. Now, a collaborative effort is underway between architects and government ministries to develop sound human-made spaces that cater to the desires of visitors.
We don't have the responsibility for the actual build-out. What we have the duty to do is to bring to the attention of our technical partners the need for us to build in a certain way. And that's what we've been trying to do by way of the discussions that we have with investors who are coming in, as well as with our local town planners and the people who are involved in making approvals for business structures and for planning and so on. The other area of resilience is in terms now of our marketing. How do we build capacity to market against the new demographics that are emerging and the new psychographic profiles that are also out there?
In a data-driven era, the social space of the World Wide Web dictates what's hot, including must-go vacation spots. Marketing resilience is using data to make decisions on where to garner visitors and online shoppers. Like any good or item, Destination Jamaica is marketed through the click of a button. Technology is utilized to have greater access to far-flung markets where cultures, language, expectation, and experimental needs are different from Jamaica's.
And the final area that I believe we have to build resilience on is in terms of policy and governance. And this is a very important area because, you know, the world today is asking for a kind of governance that we've never seen before, born out of this new transparency that the technology is demanding.
With the world demanding a different kind of leadership, policies must be implemented to meet those requests. Tourism is more than sun, sand, and sea. It employs a large chunk of the workforce, thus providing foreign exchange earnings. For these reasons and more, it must be resilient.
Soap, yes to that. But we are hold off on the pressure, even though we have a few words more than one today. It goes like this. All donkey mouth white, you don't know which one yam flour. That one is kind of weird, it's tough, I know, but don't worry, I got you. It means it is sometimes difficult to tell who is to be held responsible for a particular act, as potential suspects share similar traits, and there is no outstanding or distinguishing characteristic which enables you to make a distinction. Again, all donkey mouth white, you don't know which one yam flour. And our growth and development through technology continues.
10-digit dialing is now in effect. So from now until October 30, 2018, you are being reminded to add 876 before the 7-digit number you are dialing. For business operators, the change may be a bit more technical, but Elizabeth Bennett Marsh from the Office of Utilities Regulations is here to tell us all about it.
We have been doing a great deal of sensitization. We have been updating, especially business customers. We have had several sensitization meetings across the island, in St. James, in Manchester, in Kingston, as well as with government ministries and agencies. For businesses, we are encouraging them to ensure that their PBX systems are reconfigured to include the 876, the 10-digit dialing. We are also encouraging them to change out their signage that they may have in the front of their businesses, etc., to include 876, letterheads, etc. We're also asking companies who provide services, for example, point-of-sale machines. They use telephone numbers. In order for your business to be transacted successfully, those POS, those point-of-sale machines, will have to be reconfigured to include the 876 so that when you go to the supermarket and you swipe your card, you should have a reasonable expectation that that transaction will be processed successfully because the numbers now in that machine would have been reconfigured. Also for alarm systems, we're asking companies when they to also do that, to also reconfigure their clients' alarm system so that if it is an alarm is sent out, then it goes to where it needs to go. We are also asking customers and businesses to do sensitization with their staff members so they know exactly what to expect. We have also asked, and we have been assured by the telcos, the major telephone companies, that they will be standing ready to assist their customers, whether it's individual customers, residential customers, or business customers, in whatever way they can. One of the other questions that we get from customers is, will there be a charge? Cell and Flow have been saying to their customers, right now they don't envision that there will be a charge. They have also said that once you call, remember we talk about the permissive dialing period, you have $50 on your phone, for example, to make a call. You dial 7 digits, you're getting this recording. Will I be charged to listen to this recording? They have said no, you will not be charged to listen. So your money is not used up until the call actually starts being put through.
So there you have it. Please ensure you're making the necessary changes to facilitate 10-digit dialing.
The Prime Minister's National Youth Awards for Excellence is open. So if you know someone excelling in agriculture, journalism, sports, arts and culture, volunteerism, or any of the other areas listed on the website youthjamaica.com, get to making your nominations now. Nominees must be Jamaican born. This includes those living overseas and must be between the age of 15 and 29. Deadline for submission is October 5, 2018. You can also call 876-978-7654 or send an email to info@youthjamaica.com. Tap, swipe, click, and have your say in honoring Jamaica's youth. The Jonathan Grant High School Past Students Association will be having its annual barbecue on Friday, November 23, 2018. The event will be held on the school compound. Tickets cost $1,200. Call 876-534-2817 or 876-469-9177 for more information. Proceeds in aid of the school scholarship fund.
Do you have something to share on our notice board? Give us a call at 876-922-8680 or send us an email at rcarty@gis.gov.jm.
We are a trying people, and we have a fervent spirit of entrepreneurship and a thrust for independence. However, as real as our visions are, so are the struggles of launching out and getting into the rhythm of a thriving business. And cause when I'm really in on the start and stop thing, here's a little help.
One of the questions that we had is really why startups not scaling, or why our existing business is not moving to the next level. And we thought we'd solve that problem with a program that focused on really building the capacity of entrepreneurs to help them to be able to access the available funding, to be able to attract investors, to be able to help them to enter new markets, whether those be local or global, and to increase the power of their connectivity, the network. At least one person has said to me, I will never be able to thank you in this lifetime. For me, that's huge. For JBDC, that's huge. That says that the person's recognizing the impact of the program, that they've seen change not only in themselves, but in the potential of the business, the connectivities, the connections that were made for them. The opening of the market space has been incredible, and they have said that to us.
The Newtown Bakery Limited has actually been around for the last 50 years. It was owned by George Chai, and my husband and I bought the business in 2009. We have under that brand Flavor Fresh and Easy Street. When I entered the accelerator program, I wanted to just really expand my mind as an entrepreneur. And wow, I'm pleased to say it did just that. But more, not only did I expand my mind but learn good business practices, I also was able to network with my colleagues, people of the same mind. It's been wonderful. Now that I've learned good business practices, I'm able to put that into my business, and I'm seeing how it is going to succeed.
Earth Essence JA is a manufacturer of all-natural hair care products. So when I say all-natural, I mean the ingredients that make up our products are from earth. The program has actually taken me from a place of not knowing where to knowing exactly where, what, and how I'm going to be able to get there. The JBDC Accelerator program has opened me up to a wealth of information, but not just information. I've met so many persons that have become a part of my network. I've met persons that are in similar fields that are also of similar mind and have created great friendship through it. Through the JBDC program, I've also been matched with a great mentor in a similar field to me, and I've been able to move my business from where it was to where it is today, and I see myself growing to a greater level in the future.
We are the producers of eco-friendly handcrafted jewelry and home decor items. Our products are all handmade or handcrafted from recycled PET bottles. The JBDC Accelerator program has been a godsend, really. It has really helped us on how to formalize our business and how to really, we appreciate the fact that they basically dissected the business and just showed us the potential that it has, and how we can improve on our marketing so that the product can be viewed worldwide. We can get how to get funding and so forth, funding opportunities likewise, and how to better improve our product as well. So it has been a tremendous help to us. In the next 2 to 5 years, based on the fact that we are now operating as a sole trader, we see ourselves as a small company and listing on the junior stock exchange for one. And we want to be known, by then we should be known as the household name for eco-friendly jewelry and accessories and home decor items.
We are a full-service culinary enterprise focusing on premium products. Some of the things that we produce are a condiment line to include pesto, salad dressings, and some dry rubs. Based on my experience with the JBDC Accelerator program, I see my business growing exponentially within the next couple of years, where we're going to be doing more training and development of professionals, as well as production and manufacturing for both the local market and for our export market.
Gerard's electronic solution is a recycling company that recycles electronic waste, corporate e-waste. So we purchase corporate e-waste and we do a breakdown and primarily export the products. The JBDC Accelerator program has been very timely. It has helped to identify gaps in the business operation, and we are currently working on steps to correct some of the challenges that the JBDC team has identified. In addition, we have connected to at least 3 prominent mentors locally who are giving us business advice and direction. There's also a great team of like-minded entrepreneurs who we can always bounce ideas on and have a business relationship. Okay, in the next 2 to 5 years, we're hoping to expand our operation to have at least another branch locally and another branch in one of the Caribbean countries, which we are currently working on.
So my company specializes in information technology in terms of consultation and actually implementation. We're cabling specialists first and foremost, and that is infrastructure, so your network, your PBX, your cameras. We do that, but secondly, we also do technical support. The JBDC Accelerator program has actually helped me to grow the business in terms of development, putting in the necessary structure that we need to grow, and also forced me early on, which I appreciated, in terms of hiring more people to assist, because the business started out as a one person pushing and trying to develop, and putting in, the accounting practices in place, also adding structure in terms of the, more defined job functions for the staff that we're hiring. In another 2 to 5 years, we want to be on the list of the go-to IT companies in the island. So I started the business by building my reputation, being that ghost or that phantom that is just a whisper. But now we're trying to come forth. So as soon as you have an IT problem, we want to be the forefront on the list of companies that you call.
Starlight Chalet and Health Spa Limited, we're a hotel located in Silver Hill Gap, Blue Mountain, St. Andrew. We're right beside Wallingford Coffee Factory, and what we cater to is the ecotourism sector. The accelerator program helped my company in various sections financially, in terms of it taught me how to review my financials on a more professional scale, how to look on the nitty-gritty of things that I would not really look about. It taught me even business model. I wasn't so sure about business model, but it taught me how to mold my business into a successful business. Currently, our business has been successful because we had retained customers. However, it taught me what else I can do in terms of the marketing. I see my business not just a local brand, but a global brand. And based on this program, it taught me so much, and it opens you to the varieties what the world has to offer in terms of knowledge. Every day you're supposed to learn, and with this program I learned so much. I would recommend any company to join this program, as it will teach you to not think on a small level but on a worldwide level.
Our show ends here, but the stories continue on our social media pages. So join in the conversation, because what you say matters. I'm Theodore Henry. Happy Saturday and take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.